ऑब्सेशन विद द मिशन। एक लीडर अपने गोल के लिए पूरी तरह से कमिटेड और ऑब्सेस्ड होना चाहिए। दूसरा, लीडर शुड टेक टफ डिसीजंस व्हेन नीडेड। एक डिफिकल्ट सिचुएशन ही ग्रेट लीडर्स प्रोड्यूस करती है, और एक लीडर की एबिलिटी टू टेक टफ डिसीजन मेक्स हिम ए ग्रेट लीडर। द लीडर शुड ट्रस्ट हिज पीपल and should inspire trust in himself by his followers. His presence should motivate people, and he should develop competent people below him. It is very good and needed that the leader should have good communication skills, but along with the communication skills, he should also possess intelligence and self-confidence. Students, in order to be a good leader, one person must have emotional stability. Let me explain to you what is emotional stability. It means that the leader does not get overawed, confused by a particular situation, but he is in a control, in self-control, even when the situation is getting worse. He should inspire confidence in followers कि जब एक वो प्रेजेंट है तो वो सिचुएशन के लिए कोई ना कोई सॉल्यूशन निकाल ले। It is good that if a leader has a character and he leads by example. But some of the leaders, they can lead without example as well, but the leaders who lead by example, they encourage higher degree of motivation amongst the employees. So students, let us move to the final aspect of the directing functions of management, which has been there in motivation, which was prevalent in leadership, but we would like to explain to you this vital phenomena separately. This phenomena is about communication. Students, कोई भी words इस डोमेन को, इस डोमेन की इंपॉर्टेंस को प्रॉपरली डिस्क्राइब नहीं कर सकते, क्योंकि कम्युनिकेशन के जरिए सारा का सारा मैनेजमेंट का फंक्शन इंप्लीमेंट होता है. लेट मी एक्सप्लेन टू यू from where has the word communication arrived. The communication word has its roots in the word common. Common means to share, to exchange, or to transmit. So communication is about sharing or exchanging of ideas and information. So students, let me explain to you the concept of communication as defined as a transference of meaning and understanding. I have used two words, meaning and understanding. That means if I am communicating with you, then I must be able to transfer the meaning and the understanding from myself to you. And you should be able to understand what I mean. So if the meaning which is there in my mind and the meaning which is in your mind is same, the communication can be said to be effective. This communication is a process. अगर हम अपना कम्युनिकेशन इंप्रूव करना चाहते हैं तो हमें इस प्रोसेस के डिफरेंट स्टेप्स की तरफ हर स्टेप को इंप्रूव करते हुए डेवलप करना पड़ेगा. इसका पहला स्टेप है इंफॉर्मेशन सोर्स. दैट मीन्स द पर्सन हु इज कम्युनिकेटिंग. सेकेंड कंपोनेंट इज द मैसेज. द मैसेज what he wants to send to the audience. In order to give a message to the audience, the source has to use a channel or a medium. Through this medium, the message goes to the receiver. Students, you will be surprised कि हम जो लैंग्वेज यूज करते हैं ये कोड्स हैं, और ये कोड एक सेंडर यूज करता है और रिसीवर तक कोड्स पहुंचाता है। अब रिसीवर उन कोड्स को दोबारा डिकोड करता है ताकि उसको वो मीनिंग समझ में आए जो कि सोर्स के मन में था, और ये इंश्योर करने के लिए कि रिसीवर को वही मैसेज मिला है जो सेंडर देना चाहता था, देयर हैज टू बी अ मैकेनिज्म ऑफ फीडबैक, एंड बोथ the sender and the receiver should be aware in this process of communication there might be noise. Noise means disturbance which might be affecting their communication. Students, we can broadly define communication as formal communication and informal communication. Formal communication is the communication which is used in an organization setting and is intended to be structured in a particular manner so that a formal communication is made by the senior to his subordinates, and similarly subordinates भी अपनी कम्युनिकेशन सीनियर्स को कर सकें. Formal communication generally flows with the line of authority. People know whom they have to communicate and in which manner they have to communicate. But organization के अंदर सिर्फ formal communication ही नहीं होती, there is informal communication as well. In the informal communication, the language which is used and the sequence in which the message is given may not be that structured. It may not be using a very formal vocabulary, and it may not follow the line of authority. A very interesting example of informal communication is grapevine. This communication happens across the different levels at different places, like in canteen, around a water cooler, or even in an elevator. People from different departments, from different levels of hierarchy are communicating with each other. So, if we conclude that a manager has to spend great amount of his time directing his subordinates, therefore, this vital function of management actually transforms the plans into performance. प्लानिंग के जरिए हम इंश्योर नहीं कर सकते कि प्लान्स एक्चुअल में इम्प्लीमेंट होंगी, और प्लान्स इम्प्लीमेंट करते हुए एम्प्लॉइज एक मोटिवेटेड और कमिटेड बिहेवियर डिस्प्ले करेंगे. It is through this vital function of management a manager can be sure that the people who are forming a group actually behave as a team, and for that he has to give a very good leadership. He has to use different tools of motivation, and he has to ensure that very good communication flows throughout the organization. So, students, we can conclude that leadership, motivation, and communication are the three pillars of the directing functions of management.